Thank you for coming to Compass Starlight. This is going to be a midweek check-in. So if any of you viewers have been following my Instagram, I think that the mergansers got picked off. After seeing the chicks with one parent the following day, I only saw one parent come to shore looking for the family, and then I haven't seen them again. The turtle eggs seem to all have gotten eaten. I've seen the fox a few times. What else? I've seen the groundhog quite a bit. And last night I caught sight of an animal I believe I've seen before, but I'm not quite sure what it is. It came down from a tree, which means it could be a fisher, it could be a raccoon, or it could be a skunk. If it's a raccoon, it doesn't have much fur stripes or light fur anywhere. And if it's a skunk, again, it has mostly dark fur, although I've seen a lot of skunks with variants in their coloring. And fishers, I still don't believe I've ever laid eyes on one. Anything else? Yes, the tadpoles are turning into pollywogs. They've all gotten their front legs, and some of them, their tails are receding quite a bit. So that's fun. While I was swimming today in the lake, I found a few wings of a moth. I actually saw a moth the other day in the storage shed. It was a leopard moth. I've seen their caterpillars, and they're pretty awesome. I think it had just come out to unfurl its wings. It was just, like a newborn starting its new life, and it had been there on a piece of equipment that was heavy, and someone went to pick it up and smushed it against their body and the piece of equipment accidentally, but it was unfortunate. It was so juicy though, that's why I think it was fresh out of the cocoon sac. Let me see, this and this, I believe, and we have these two. Should I take one more? When I was doing the I'm sorry, I said one more, and that is just too many. When I was doing the pre-shuffle for the divine feather messenger, the vulture came out. I did see some vultures or buzzards the other day. I'll put those up on my Instagram. It's compass.starlight if any of you feel inclined to follow. Okay, there we have it. So for the Mantegna Tarot, we get Mars, 45, the Servant, number 2, Uranus, number 12, and then we have the white turkey here from the Divine Feather Messenger. And then from this Neon Rider Tarot, we have the Four of Swords, the Moon, the Fool, Seven of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Emperor, and the Two of Swords. Right off the bat, I see Mars and the Servant being cards that were recently, the energy recently came up in other readings. There's rest and recuperation with the Four of Swords. There's a little bit of mystery under the moon. And we are in a waxing moon phase. And then we have the Fool on the precipice, ready to take a leap of faith under the light of the sun. So that's a big difference. The Fool has a lot of faith, and an individual has to have faith in order to walk this path in the dark. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of waiting, patience, knowing that the seeds you have planted will come to fruition, but they mustn't be disturbed. It's also a card about investment, watching your investments mature. The card of investment is the effort you put in worth it. It's a card of evaluation along with patience. The High Priestess, the ultimate wisdom, the all-knowing, the seer, the priestess who can tap in to the spiritual realms and all the information held therein. Divine plan, divine knowing, trusting intuition, and the Emperor, some self-control, strong power, the culmination of all the kings, someone who is very secure in his position, who can initiate and execute action, someone who makes plans, does his research, and follows through boldly, with courage. This is a brave individual, and it is a representative of the sign of Aries, as is the Mars card here, card number 45. And finally, the Two of Swords. Options, 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 not knowing which way to go, which side to choose, what to cut out, feeling like we don't have all the answers, having to make a choice anyway. This is self-limiting, however. She could cut her blindfold off. So let's take a look first at the turkey, the white turkey, the power to heal. The earth is within you. Are you spending time outside? Are you spending time in nature? It is summer, feels like summer in the northern hemisphere. Get a light breeze, not much of a breeze today, although there is somebody out windsurfing on the lake at the moment. He keeps getting to a point where he has to stop though, because there isn't enough wind to take his sail. White turkey says the turkey has long been a symbol of abundance, wisdom, earth, and giving back. The symbolism is enhanced by the color white, the color of healing and purity. White turkey, therefore, is a symbol for healing the earth and our call to earth healing. The turkey in North America is most commonly a symbol of the harvest, the abundance of the season, and a turkey that is sacrificed as the give back to feed the group. The white turkey is not so common and calls us to recognize the uniqueness of this symbol and the power of its message. The message being, the white turkey brings with it the message that the earth is calling for healing now. Your connection to the earth and your need and desire to receive healing will be divinely guided as you focus on earth healing, whether through environmentalism, blessing the land and water, or contributing to preservation efforts. You will assist in healing your own personal earth energies. These may be related to abundance, to your physical body, or to family issues. The white turkey comes to assist you as a mirror. As we heal the earth, we heal ourselves. The energies are earth-based healing, abundance, and divine wisdom. The season it's associated with is fall, the elements, earth and air. Color white for purity and healing, and the affirmation is, I am open to receive the divine abundance and healing of the earth. Now, what I was asking about spending time outside in nature, if you can go walk around barefoot somewhere, if it's comfortable, or go swimming, walking around on the earth, going for walks in the woods, off of pavement. It's a good way to put your vibration into the earth and for the earth to send its vibration back through you. Connect with the trees as well. Look up, you could lay on your back on a grassy field and look up into the trees. Take in their preciousness. Or if you go swimming, you are sharing your vibration as you swim through the water. And that is, that's like that ripple effect. It's one way to make an energy exchange to heal the earth and yourself. So the first card we have, as I said, from the Mantegna Tarot is card number 45. This is the archetype for vitality, maintain enthusiasm and aggressiveness, or as I like to say, maintain enthusiasm and assertiveness. And again, the Mars card and the Emperor are very much in alignment. They share many similarities. The individual in the card Mars is armored and prepared to fight. He's prepared for battle. But hopefully he does not need to go into battle. He knows the plight of war, of conflict. He is sitting on his chariot. He is prepared to move forward. And that is the energy of initiation. It is the energy of action. He also has the dog at his feet, a symbol of fidelity, and he also has the sword pointed upward, indicating a connection to thought, to clarity, to wisdom, to higher knowing, and to higher learning, which again, these two cards are also in alignment with higher wisdom. Following that, we have the Servant, card number 2, which is the archetype for dependence. Always be kind but not subservient. This is making much needed assessment in your life to figure out where and how you can be more independent. How can you find ways to think for yourself? How can you escape the confines of the obligations imposed upon you by others? And this could be in ways of thinking. It could be in action when people ask of you to do something for them. How can you free yourself from those obligations? This is having freedom, doing what is best for you. And sometimes, for example, when you're at work, you might really not enjoy the orders, the duties given to you by your boss, and the fact that you are being overseen by some kind of supervisor. However, you have to figure out if the work serves you and if you're willing to do the work. If it's no longer satisfying, guess what? It's probably time to look for another job. In the card, the Servant, the individual is really focused in on this cup, this chalice. Now, we could see it as the servant bringing the cup or chalice to his master. But the chalice is also a symbol of a vessel in which we hold our emotions. So he's also focused on what kind of emotions are in that vessel. This is to say, are you happy serving? Where are you happy serving? And what can you change? We just had Father's Day, and not too far before that we had Mother's Day. So if you made an effort to spend time with a mother or father on those holidays, I should add that that's in North America. I'm not sure how many cultures around the world share the same Mother's and Father's Day, or if they even celebrate it. The point being, if you made a sacrifice to go visit or communicate with your parent on those days, was it worth it? That's a kind of service that we are often inclined to do. It's something we do out of kindness, out of appreciation, out of willingness to share our love. There are some people, however, that would question, oh, it's not really, based on the relationship I have with my parent, it's not worth my time to make that investment. That's what you're being asked. The things that you're doing in your life, all the things. Is it worth your time? Is it worth your investment? And then finally, here with the Mantegna Tarot, There's card number 12. This is the archetype for serenity. Always maintain inner balance. So in achieving inner balance, that is why we're being asked to look at our service. Are we happy? Because if we're not, we need to make changes. If you're being subservient because you feel obligated to, that is an imbalanced feeling. We have to have balance in our lives, and that balance includes all the things that we do. We're doing because we want to. And we should want to love our partners and give to them. We should want to love our family members and give to them. But if it doesn't feel good, if it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't feel balanced, then there's a problem. And that problem needs to be addressed. Balance. The fool has to have balance as he stands on the edge about to take his leap of faith. He is aware of the risks he's about to take, but he's willing to take those risks anyway. That is a sense of balance. The High Priestess has balance. She has a very complex understanding of the light and the dark, of the shadow side within her, and of the light and the divine. Here again, with the Two of Swords, seeking balance in our decisions. How can you have balance in your decisions? What can give you more of a sense of security? There's something missing here. With divine wisdom and understanding and the strength of the Emperor to move forward, to initiate action, and with the balance of the Fool willing to take a risk, we shouldn't be sitting here wondering which way to go. So what is holding back this decision, this choice? What is it? I don't see it here. Maintain inner balance, serenity. Be serene, be at peace. Is it the moon? Just looking at the Seven of Pentacles here. He's waiting for things to grow. It's like saying, oh, we'll have kids when we're ready. Who's ever ready to have kids? Waiting for the harvest before you make a choice. It doesn't really make sense. What's behind the moon? To see what's behind the moon. I think that slid off the top. The Nine of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Self-imposed imprisonment. Too many thoughts moving around. Too many thoughts in our heads. The horses on the racetrack, circling around the track, kicking up dust. And the Queen of Swords. Okay. This is fear with the Queen of Swords. This is fear over the unknown, all the what ifs. But to me this is saying it's fear in the face of outside influence. Because the Queen of Swords is a very independent individual. She's strong and determined. She would just take that leap of faith and move forward. She wouldn't sit here and stagnate. She would speak her own mind. She would share her opinions and go for it. So perhaps that's what's holding us back. Or the proverbial you, that's what's holding you back. You have to speak your mind. Let your intentions be known. Let your path be known. Be clear about where you're going. Be clear, not necessarily about where you're going, but be clear in the fact that you're going. This says it's time to delve into your inner strength. You have the balance to do that. Alright. So you get a couple more clarifiers on this reading. Very interesting. You're holding yourself back. You're keeping yourself from making the final choice, moving forward, making a decision. You have everything you need. You're just holding yourself back. Find your authority. Find your strength. Five of Swords. Just overall clarity, overall confirmation on this reading, please. Nope. There it is. And that one, anything else about? No. Alright, these other ones are going back. We got the Five of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. Okay. Well, with the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands, fives are cards that indicate change. Fives are cards of change. Just looking at what other numbers we have here. So those are both cards of change. The Five of Swords can indicate conniving energy, thievery, revenge, loss, someone being selfish, deceitful. So perhaps you're tired of that kind of behavior? Or you're being asked not to engage in that kind of behavior? Maybe you're trying to step away from that kind of behavior, from others with whom you surround yourself. This could be gossip, somebody who leaves you feeling defeated. I'm looking, because you have the Knight of Chalices here, I'm looking at it like you're moving towards that Knight of Cups, away from these fives. So the Five of Swords being deceitful, hurtful energy, someone always trying to undermine your plans, somebody making you question your worth. And the Five of Wands is a card of chaos and drama. So this is kind of fighting off that chaos and drama, the strong opinions, people trying to strong arm you with their ideas. This is standing up for yourself. This is, definitely moving away from these energies. Standing up for yourself. Interesting. Very interesting reading. The Knight of Cups is enthusiasm for new opportunities. It is having a positive outlook. It is feeling hope. It is feeling alive. It is a little bit impulsive, charismatic, charming energy, and it can be romantic. So if this is a new opportunity coming to you, it could be a person, a new love interest, but it can be just opening up and following what lights your fire, what lights your path, what is exciting to you, what makes you feel fulfilled, what excites you. Where do you want to invest your good nature? If you're walking away from these issues of conflict that just really aren't happy or fruitful, where would you take your energy? Where would you take it? What would make you happy? What kind of path would make you feel alive again? You definitely need to stand up for yourself. Mars, the Queen of Swords, the Emperor, they're all asking you to take charge and walk away from whatever this energy is here. Sounds like people that are naysayers and always trying to bring you down. If you waited and waited for things to change, it's time to walk away from that. You make the change yourself by bringing that cup forward, making yourself independent and staying balanced. I can see this being in alignment with the last reading. The power to heal the earth is within you. You have to have, heal yourself, keep your water clean, purify yourself in order to share your cup, right? Finding that balance. But it also requires standing up for yourself. Have you put some thought into it? This is rest and recuperation. This can be taking time to really go inward and assess a situation. Again, taking time to assessment. That's what I have for the midweek check-in. I hope you are well and have a good week. Thank you for coming to Compass Starlight.